On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Where are you going?
Just another day. Same as the one afore it.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Let me get that.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important person to me.
Harpies, master! She's weak to fire.
As planned!
Well done. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
That attack, we would be invincible.
I can't stand this.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worry, Walt.
Dad, you must wait! On my way! I am sorry.
Is anyone able to aid our comrade?
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
And before I forget, without a mage among our ranks, we've no one to heal us in times of need.
Battle may be trying without someone to cure our wounds. But for now, we shall just have to manage. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Prepare for battle! No mercy!
I see you travel without your loyal pawn. You will need to rectify that should you seek my service.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's more to be found while we're here? On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Such a I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. 'Twas a fine adventure we shared. May we meet again.
At long last, I am returned to you. My humblest thanks for restoring me, Arisen.
We must endeavour to watch each other's backs.
One never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now. Do I disappoint you, Master? One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. Let us work together to honour the Arisen's trust.
That's quite a large boulder. But methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Would anyone care to push?
I suppose your wounds won't heal themselves? Hold just a moment.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must have fed the cargo.
They're a tenacious lot.
Let us see what your most priority is to douse those flames. I knew that I could count on your strength, Arisen.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it. We've come to reclaim armaments abandoned on previous monster-culling missions. These roads have grown ever more perilous this past half a year. There's even been tell of banditry near the border. If your journey takes you there, you do well to stay on your guard.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
I was sure we were to meet an early end. Fortunate we are that you should find us when you did. My humblest thanks, sir.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
A good sleep does wonder.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Take opportunities as they come, I say.
What else needs doing at the salt?
Let's take it easy on today. Growl.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. If there is aught I may assist you with,
Do come again!
Lots to do. Have a precious little time.
Isn't there anything to do?
Need anything?
Mug of ale. I swear I've never slept better.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way, but there did I expect to see an entire basque of saurians picking our bones.
Indeed. I'd not expected things to be easy. But this... is looking rather... hopeless.
I expect we've the dragon to thank for this as well. It must have startled the beasts out of their lair. Consarn it! I suppose we walked all that way for naught.
aye, 'twas quite a trek, even if we had but to follow the road west from Burnworth.
What's this all about?
What am I supposed to do?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that wind go to waste.
Focus. The battle continues.
Stay away from me. What's this about?
yourself of that oil, post haste.
Strong. Master, I shall protect you.
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift. An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
A wise strategy. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Wolves on the prowl!
Weak to fire!
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Tis a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness.
Surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
It is not what I expected.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
Why, 'tis a treasure in the truest sense.
How exciting. My heart is fit to burst.
Emma! What's up?
Lord lightning against this foe.
The Arisen has gone up in flames before. Very. Guys!
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
I suppose you think you can afford to be reckless so long as I'm here to heal you. Hold just a moment.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle. There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world. I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
all done then?
Splendid.
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins!
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Nasty creatures, aren't they? But they'll not bother us again.
You've a strong arm. 'Twas a simple... I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come...
Wish me to return? At once, master. It's not every day one happens upon a material so rare.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Remain alert.
And don't we have a report to make, Master?
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
Right you are.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later? With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
thick of things, mates. What do ye want?
What do ye want?
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Of course it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done. Watch out for the choppers!
It has a resistance to ice.
You have naught to fear. I'll protect you.
Their most priority is to douse those flames. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Well done, Master.
has been told. Quick, douse the flames!
Magic's are at your disposal!
When their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Tis but a flesh wound, yet enough to shame.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now, and use them when the need arises.
With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
It would seem our fight is not yet done.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Efficiency at its best.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Now there's a hassle I could do without.
Yeah, more than my life's worth, this.
Over here, if you would.
What a bother.
By your command, Arisen. At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
It is as you say.
Aye? Did you want?
I've just recalled. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh, you have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a great sword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Acting up today. I see the old bloody place is watching. My stomach's full.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
My magics are at your disposal!
Wenches on all sides.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Shall we get some rest then?
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
I'll take any chance not to live on my truck. That's not acting up today. I've been so long, I just forgot why I came. I'm quite fettered.
Might there be to find in town today?
Fancy a look at my
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade...
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless been consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Always a pleasure. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Very well. I shall return.
Calls and I shan't resist.
Make some decent
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will buy it.
Peruse at your leisure.
I ought to turn in for the night.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to... assist you. Always a pleasure.
Welcome.
Always another errand to see to.
This looks as good.
Got to press on. There's my Some call it culture. I call it...
Suppose I'll start dusting.
My legs are fair numbers.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does. I'd heard tell of a beggar, so where's he get his coin, then?
Aye, got some coin to spare your What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank...
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
We must rest, though the...
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Such worn out gear.
I'll sleep like a log. Feeling tired, but wish I agree.
What should I get up to?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? How could it be?
Fair master! Orient!
Ice attacks work wonders against their ilk. Uh-oh.
Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure. We may have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold just a moment.
I'll be needing a tall mug of ale.
One of us has been drenched. That's it. Had enough.
I've never heard such nonsense. Splendid. Here to ask aught of me, are you?
If you see aught untoward, pray inform me.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and
the treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Wishing my armor could wait till the morn.
When does my watch end?
How dare you! This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Having armor all day feels like a punishment.
So tight.
I'll not take that
Get
from
just
you.
about anywhere.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
It is well tiring being so alert all day
My
long.
back's so stiff after a day's patrol. At least I can
This
go.
is where I fly.
Out of the car, all of you.
I'm unsure.
This one's shaking.
Hey.
The enemy retreats.
Pursue and eliminate the stragglers.
Point flame at any cost, Griffin. You'll be doused in oil. No one can defend themselves like that.
Dislike the look of this.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
It's this way.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I got the foggiest.
Suppose I'm tired. If they're...
Come on then! Fire!
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Master, watch out!
Ogre is distracted with a woman in sight. We just strike. Now is our best chance. You must make haste. Cannot help you. Is anyone else available? Naval!
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Ah yes, now I see. I am safe. Thank you, Arisen. Do it. What are you doing? Forgive me. I could not help but laugh.
Yes,
Take care where you place your feet. Sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as it is our enemies.
The enemy slows. Perhaps you have tired them out.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
Strike fast and true, or that quarry shall fall.
On them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
Miss, then you shame us both. Suppose you think you can afford to be reckless so long as I'm here to heal you. Hold just a moment.
Let me get that.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Ilden. Anascinde aliale aciales.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall inform you directly. Then I shall remain by your side.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets. You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of Elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of Elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. 'Tis a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. 'Tis all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tools so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
I suppose 'tis so.
With the bow you gifted me in hand, I no longer dread being put to trial. I almost look forward to it. I shall attack my training with renewed vim.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eye... about and analyze the situation.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad... to assist you.
Do come again.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
Naught to look forward to, but a long time.
Gather round. Treat your ears. Aye, got some coins. It's much appreciated. Aye, got some coin to... But what would you of me? I'll have no trouble. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat.
I've not trained for this.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Got any tales to liven up my day?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Off to Mark I go.
Stir up trouble tonight. The road's at your neck.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say. Not sure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for Your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
I hope the weather holds.
Best watch yourself.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup?
Were you not listening? The tavern. Now you know you can leave me in peace.
Can't think of any reason we need to be speaking.
It now.